It's okay. Don't worry, I'm not hurt badly. We've been seeing chalk outlines of weapons for quite some time. Could it be possible that this is the chalk that creates them? I suspect this place was a ghost town long before the tectonic shift. Perhaps we could assemble some kind of device to pry the cell door from its hinges? I think his own fear may have led him to lock himself inside the cell. From your complexion, I suspect that your appetite for alcohol is, voracious. He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful.
My communications are more fractured, fellow crowd. It is essential that you find the parts needed to complete a structure capable of...
Personally, I do not care for this stuff, but it is not without its uses. After you consume this, I trust you will assist us? He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. Shouldn't you give me a receipt? Tis this a dagger which I see before me? Clearly not. I was just quoting the bard. If only I had an ant's ability to carry substantial weight. When complete, I am sure that this will be most useful. Ah, yes, like so many things in life, something is missing. You're a creature of simple tastes, aren't you? Much like the perk drinks, alcohol can affect you in ways you may not expect. Want to take it? Gentle. He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. Personally, I do not care for this stuff, but it is not without its uses. Will this hit the spot? He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. I will return when I possess sufficient funding. Though I have no purpose in mind, I will take this nonetheless. Perhaps this liquor bottle may be useful. After you consume this, I trust you will assist us? He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. Finally, we have adequate lighting to facilitate our endeavors. Does anyone around here like candy?
Carpenter!
I will, of course, repay the favor in due time. I recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. Perhaps this item is connected to the mysterious question mark symbols we've been seeing. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this. The relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. Personally, I do not care for this stuff, but it is not without its uses. At this juncture, I should perhaps try with my other weapon. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this.
Insta-kill!
I am ready to lead the charge! Who's with me? Huh? Anyone? Now know why it's called insta-kill. They say no good deed goes unpunished. Your deed wasn't even good. To take it? Gentle. He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful.
Great. These gallows are positioned at the optimum location. Find the necessary parts and bring them here.
Max ammo!
I will not speculate as to the supernatural nature of all this. I feel compelled to comment on my own accuracy at distance. This statement itself should suffice. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this. This may be essential to our survival. I hope this fact is lost on Stuhlinger. I'm not entirely sure this candy is fit for human consumption. I think he's seeking out a place of safety. Your grabbing, clasping, clutching hand will bother me no more. I admit to being perplexed by the localized nature of such a blast. I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. If I must choose, then I choose this. I think his own fear may have led him to lock himself inside the cell. I did not take this path without provocation! Kindly cease your incessant uttering! I'm not entirely sure this candy is fit for human consumption. Perhaps we can find a way to trigger such blasts at a time of our own choosing? Oh dear. Once again, I must face the horde in order to locate an item of indeterminate purpose. You're a creature of simple tastes, aren't you? Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Fortune smiles on the brave, and the beautiful, and the stupid. This may be essential to our survival. I hope this fact is lost on Stuhlinger. Undeniable! I will return more suitably equipped.
Carpenter!
Does anyone around here like candy? You brought that on yourself. Just so you are aware, I am doing this with little or no assistance. Oh, now's my chance to look good in front of Misty.
Double points!
Yes, I understand that I cannot have both. I think his own fear may have led him to lock himself inside the cell. The dead can't speak, so shut up! Ah, yes, like so many things in life, something is missing. Want to take it? Hey, gentle. Price seems to be exorbitant, to say the least. This should be relatively straightforward, so long as I take note of every step and every turn. At this point, I would like to draw my attention to my rather dire ammunition situation.
You will stay forever.
Such folly plays little role in my decision-making. Such folly plays little role in my decision-making. I knew my fate would come down to diminished ammo! I suspect we are beyond reaching a peaceful solution. I myself have something of an intolerance to sugar. Will this hit the spot? recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around.
Double points!
Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. You brought that on yourself.
Carpenter! Insta-kill!
It would be easier to bring the correct parts if I actually knew just what it is I'm building! These crawlers will regret their hostility when the big guy shows up! At this moment, I suspect that I will fare better with my other weapon. I am intolerant to sugar and dairy. Hope that neither is an ingredient in this beverage. Of course! It's a death trap! The process itself is tedious, but the ends justify the means. This is most fortuitous! Most fortuitous indeed! Ah! Does anyone around here like candy? Are we still working as a team? Oh dear. Once again, I must face the Lord in order to locate an item of indeterminate purpose. You're a creature of several tastes, aren't you?
Double points!
The development of this machine gun represented a significant milestone in adaptive modular technology. The Galil's durability alone makes it an excellent choice. Just so you're aware, this isn't my typical modus operandi.
Insta-kill!
Alas, my metamorphosis into killing machine is only temporary. It may take a leap of faith for me to uncover the functionality of this object. such folly plays little role in my decision-making. Could this same technology be in part responsible for our ongoing sense of deja vu? Crawlers are such a pain! Can't we enlist some help here? Hey, there are other snacks around here, you know! I see innumerate potential outcomes. My favorite more than others. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this. Oh! Knowing what else I could have been given only makes this all the more disappointing. Ugh! I will concede that this is exceptionally lightweight for a grenade launcher. There were no winners in this situation, especially not me. I shall remain both cognizant and vigilant in regard to the inherent problems with overheating. Lightweight, air-cooled, gas-operated, magazine-fed. That's quite the feature list. 16-round capacity, 4 shells in 4 barrels. This should prove most effective. Unlike some people around here, I derive no pleasure from killing.
Carpenter!
I will not expend a moment's thought imagining a magic hammer and nails. I had hoped this would actually be a labyrinth. They are, after all, significantly more navigable. I admit to being perplexed by the localized nature of such a blast. Much like the perk drinks, alcohol can affect you in ways you may not expect. After you consume this, I trust you will assist us? Such folly plays little role in my decision-making. I am at a loss to explain my current effectiveness in combat!
Insta-kill.
I extend my sincerest gratitude.
ammo.
Sincerely. We may now maximize our effort through the power of multiplication! Evidently, I hit something. I cannot see what, though. Does not appear to have done anything. I dare not speculate on the paradox we may have created. If it wasn't for your incessant grabbing! The low recoil 5.7 by 27 round makes this an ideal candidate for dual wielding. So why then do I only get one? How could anyone not like a detachable high-capacity magazine with roller-delayed action? Evidently, I hit something. I cannot see what, though. I realize I must accept this for what it is, a scam. Ah, this is most fortuitous! Most fortuitous indeed! I refuse to lie down in the face of adversity! It appears that we have traversed our own timeline. You left me no other recourse. Zero, nil, zip! Listen to me, all of you! Maintain a respectful distance at all times! Already 2020. Some birds of prey are thought to possess 20... am I expecting too much? Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this. Arr! What you lack in accuracy, you more than make up for in blast radius! This ammo deficiency is only temporary. From the moment you touched me, your fate was sealed. Statistically speaking, I must concede that the odds are not in my favor. A few scraps. Road, lady. They say no good deed goes unpunished. Your deed wasn't even good. Ammunition is rapidly approaching 0 level! Under these circumstances, I will not think of refusing any offer of assistance. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this.
Insta-kill!
Oh, now's my chance to look good in front of Misty. My primary is empty! Ooh, but what of my secondary? Very light in weight, especially given the relative stopping power. Oh yeah, I am kicking names and taking ass! I fear I shall never be able to scrub this wretched stench from my skin. From the moment you touched me, your fate was sealed. Technology be in part responsible for our ongoing sense of déjà vu?
Carpenter!
I trust you will also provide said service in areas we cannot actually see. Until I can shower, revenge is my only recourse! Perhaps we can find a way to trigger such blasts at a time of our own choosing? Ballistic knives are as logical as they are effective. Make of that what you will. Your stench is repugnant to my olfactory system. You left me no other recourse. Hey, no good deed goes unpunished. Your deed wasn't even good. I see innumerate potential outcomes. Some I favor more than others. Their numbers would be severely diminished were it not for their incessant respawning. Perhaps this ammo deficiency is only temporary. Perhaps I am secreting some kind of pheromone that draws these beasts to my location. Ah, yes, like so many things in life, something is missing.
Max ammo!
Perhaps there is some further activation required. I'd sympathize with your plight if it wasn't for your incessant grabbing! It appears that we have traversed our own timeline. I suspect his anger is directly related to the loss of his legs.
Double points!
Hey, Stullinger! Yeah, see that little 2 with an X next to it? It means twice as much! I did not take this path without provocation! assailant rushed me a bit much! I knew my fate would come down to diminished ammo! How is it that non-corporeal entity is capable of robbing me? Swiftly! I appear to be eliminating targets at a rate of around 1 every 1.15 seconds. Before you ask, no! My legs aren't shaking! I can only describe that as a micro-transaction. Does the phrase, "the least I can do," mean anything to anyone?